First 20 of the season, and it is a fitting one. Shadow Moon's Burial Ground. Here we go today. We'll see if it's probably going to be pretty straightforward, but you never know. This dungeon is still, it actually kind of hits kind of hard as the tank's perspective. You can add the food embellishment to any crafted. Yep, I have it. I have it on my wrists.
The elements answer to me.
Look at that. 400k from that void, whatever it's called, void slash. Seems like you can parry that too, which is really strange considering it's shadow. The pull directly after the first boss is the only scary part. Yeah, that one's tough. That one's tough for sure. Shit, it's like the difference in like a 10 and a, oh my god, really? Okay, anyway, you can see the difference between like a any real key compared to a 20. The health pulls are so much higher. I don't know if people are still under-geared or what, but feels like trash takes forever to die.
This was once a place of peace.
So we're going right.
For eternal rest.
Perfect. Just in time. We took so long that the mob went away.
Rise in the name of darkness. Rise in the name of Ner'zhul. The elements answer to me.
Jesus. You run rune tap? Yeah, no rune tap now. Purgatory, definitely, obviously, we're taking that. Every key. As you're gonna see right now. Healer dead. Trash in here is definitely harder than it looks. It's like a pretty significant jump from 19 to 22. We did this yesterday and didn't really have any problems with it at all. Oh, right. It's not that way. It's mirrored if you go this direction.
The elements answer to me.
Well, this time we didn't let the mob heal up, so that's good. Purgatory is so nice, just having an extra life. Yeah, and the problem you used to have was it was at the cost of something very, very strong as well, but now it's very unlikely to take you out of where you want to be in the talent pool. Just curious, been soloing a lot of bosses and trash past few weeks. Not sure if it's just me. Yeah, I think it probably, I don't know what to say about that. Certainly had my fair share of solo saves, but I wouldn't call it a lot. I feel like Rogue always rips threat on pull. Rogues, really? Yeah, I mean, if they're not using tricks, then just let them die to it. Learn that lesson the hard way. They gotta be taught, you know? You have like 3 different ways to not die to threat. Rogues and hunters should never die to threat, right? Yeah, hunters too. Even if they don't misdirect, they still have feign and, you know, immunities. Like, same thing for rogue, banish, evasion.
Beware.
Been getting a lot of frost mages this week. Oh yeah, I don't think we've seen any frost mages thus far.
Yes, the perfect sacrifice.
Beware.
Loads of shadow priests. Yeah, we have seen a good amount of shadow.
Marked by lightning. Yes, the perfect sacrifice.
This fight definitely takes a while though. The higher the key, the worse it gets. Spending so much more time fighting these ads, and it still is a long fight as it is. Weird thing is, yesterday when I did this, we actually had the boss heal a bit, even though the ad was dead. I think it's if the ad is too close, the boss end up healing anyway. Not really sure. Hey, Arctic Lobster, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? Welcome.
Spirit, the elements answer to me. The dead.
Alright, let's see what this looks like. I know if the timer runs out before it dies, yeah, that's definitely know that much.
Will not hear us. He hears only darkness.
Same thing happened to me, healed up 600k, yeah. I don't know why, I think it's if they're too close, even when they die, it still heals or something. Could be a bug. Crash sucks, and then it's all casters, so. What's up, man? Don't normally get to watch live, usually have to catch the uploads later. Good luck on your keys today, sweet man, thanks. Who kicked the wicked channeling guy? Me. I don't want the pack to take 10 minutes. Let's just wait. That's awkward. What happens now? Is that going to aggro that other one? Oh, that's really bad. Oh my god, what is going on now? What the man? Yeah, this area is really buggy, I feel like. I need some master spells here. Wonder what kind of changes Blues is going to make when they come back from holiday. Yeah, probably a lot. Kill these, they're so close. I'm the only one alive. Okay. The spirits are like the only hard mobs in the whole dungeon. Sanguine at least. Oh my god, I keep missing the interrupts too. Awkward. What are your thoughts on Temple of Jade Serpent last pull? I was in a 16 and barely lived it. I just died to it too. We actually lost the key over it. Yeah, it's very difficult. You got to take that pack really serious. I didn't take it as serious as I should have. It's just so much magic damage. So I was sitting there thinking Dancing Rune Weapon's gonna get me home, but it didn't even come close. Like I just died before the like I didn't even. Rune Weapon was up. Like I had 10 seconds left on Rune Weapon and I still died.
The elements answer to me.
Tons of magic damage, and that big ad can't be gripped. Right, yeah, that's true. Sanguine as well. Bit of an issue.
Cower before me.
Well, it cleared out our path here, at least for us.
Yes, come.
Yesterday we got to this guy and there was a sanguine puddle underneath him. I don't know where that even came from. That ad that he was like death gripping or whatever was where it came from, maybe? The ad he is sucking reaches them, it will spawn sanguine. That's funny. Didn't realize that. I had it happen yesterday randomly. Sanguine pool. Luckily, all the bosses here are super easy. First boss is tough, but everything else is very, very easy. This boss is like bugged, I swear. Like he does not work. This is always my favorite thing to point out. Watch this, what he's about to do. Well, first of all, he's just standing here doing nothing for like 10 seconds as well, but he's about to cast his Void Devastation, and he's just gonna straight up miss. Like, he's not gonna come close to hit. Well, okay, that one actually came close to hitting somebody. But it's like, if this was actually shot at a player every time, this would be a really hectic mechanic. But it's literally you just stand still and don't even move. It's like, what is this mechanic? I don't, why is this a mechanic? And the only actual damage on the fight for me is that, and I can AMS that, so it's like a... Alright. Let me know when he's dead, I'll be waiting. And this mechanic, look at how little damage we're going to take from this, too. 260k from a 20. Meanwhile, mobs hit me for 500k with their abilities, you know? And that is an avoidable mechanic that looks like it's supposed to not even, you know, you should take 0 damage from it, but even if you take damage from it, it doesn't do anything.
Elements answer to me.
This dungeon isn't designed for Mythic Plus? Yep, I agree. Really lengthy and boring, like 0 difficulty fights.
You cannot flee.
It's the wrong spell.
You are just maggots swarming.
First interrupt, then we go.
Of a dying god. The elements answer to me.
These mobs are real pains, though, these Exhumers, because they're really hesitant to move. So Sanguine causes a lot of problems in this little area. Any dungeons you hope they bring back for next season? No, I'll be happy one way or the other, so we'll just let it happen. We'll see what happens. And then the Sanguine. Why is this guy still dead? Luckily this timer is so loose because this is a really... These mobs just suck. Sometimes I mass grip during this week. Yeah, it wouldn't have helped really. I mean, I guess I should have tried to move them preemptively again, but it's, I don't know. Let's just move on. The mob does nothing, but just won't move, so it just stands back there. Thanks for the sub. I am unable to see it currently, but thank you. Mob just runs around and does whatever it wants to at it. What is even going on in this dungeon? Look at this. It's like he's trying to stand in the Sanguine. I think he is. How'd your raid go yesterday? Yeah, it went pretty well. Just joined the stream. I'm playing Prot Warrior. I'm thinking about doing an alt Blood DK. Your thoughts on the playstyle this season? Yeah, it's the best it's ever been in my opinion. Especially at the start of an expansion, it's usually really weak. So being able to not feel that way is such a breath of fresh air. The spider there bugs out, yep. Yes, it does. Thanks again for the sub. Kristen and Hawker, thanks for sub, guys. Alright, so this next part we know is going to be kind of a pain because if the bats get aggroed and they die early, then the mob is really difficult to stand and fight with Sanguine. Able to time this? I'd hope so. It's like the easiest dungeon in the game. I believe I've seen Wailing Arrow pull this pack through the floor. Oh, that would actually be nice, to be honest. Okay, bats on their way. I love Blood DK, how it rewards thinking ahead and planning your D&Ds ahead of time. Oh yeah. I definitely like the gameplay loop as well. This is where things are about to get tricky. People just can't resist AoEing. The question is, will it heal the mob? I don't think so. Good. And the bats die just as we would want them to anyway. So we didn't really lose any time on that. But I made a Blood DK alt this expansion. I feel like I can carry the group to success when it goes to hell. It's definitely the best for that too right now. Best time for that as well. I mean, it's really crazy to think about how powerful Blood DK feels right now, only 3 weeks into a season. I don't even have, you know, full set bonus yet. Now, the set bonus is not super strong, but it's still insane. Blood DK is just so great. Someone said something on the forum about giving us a glyph to be able to turn D&D blue. Oh yeah, I'm talking about that for years. I hope they'll do it someday, but I don't think they will. I mean, 10% haste isn't anything to sneeze at. No, but it's not like it was in season 3 and 4. That's what my point on that was. Without the 4 set in Shadowlands, you were like half of your power. So. And this boss is still buggy. I can't, you have to stand really, really, really close to be able to hit with Blood Boil at times. Not exactly sure why that is. And this boss, is it better to leave the 2 worms up? I don't know, maybe. I never thought about it like that. What stats need with Blood Decay? Armor. All stats, really. You need them all. 2-piece interaction with Tombstone is fun. Yeah, it's alright. Not as boring as it could be, I suppose. You ever try asking Chat GPT for dinner options? What is that? Yeah, so Alan's thoughts are on Versa as the worst spec, but for me, or the worst stat, but for me, I'm prioritizing Versus. The only real problems we ever have in these dungeons is these like random one-shots, so. Mastery is nice if you're sure you're gonna live and you're fighting only physical stuff, but there's so much magic that it's hard to feel like it's as strong as people think it is. What did you pop there to not get stuck? You mean how to not get pulled by Inhale? I just popped Disadvance. Disadvance prevents all knockbacks and movement type things like that, so. But as you see, Blood Boil does not actually hit from where I'm standing right now. Really strange. You have to run like right next to him to be able to hit him with Blood Boil, even though we could auto attack him from back there. And it seems like it's specifically in that spot too. I don't know why.
Beware.
That's a pretty, yeah, relatively big DPS loss, and if that's not the only spell, I don't even know. The player is off the platform, so I won't be able to get him. The Dragon Kickball Trinket doesn't work on this boss at all. Oh, there you go. Lots of weird bugs on this fight then. This advance legit beats most the instant kills and vaults. Yep, there's a couple bosses that it's really good on. Fist of Fury doesn't work most of the fight. Oh, really? Yeah, it seems like it's not just my spells then, at least. You have to stand right next to him. There's a monk ability that puts you behind this boss too. Oh, wow. That's not where you want to go. It's like on Altraxian, you remember? People used to shadow step to Altraxian and they just fall to their death. Yeah, even right here, it's not close enough. I just figure with more mastery and blood shield, it might weigh more beneficial than straight verse. Yeah, for me, it's like all about just stopping the one-shots. And there's a lot of magic in this expansion.
Beware.
Standa Castal, welcome. Alright, so Willie's last 2 mobs farm us, we'll see. Yeah, mastery is very strong, 100%. But it's only for blood shields and a little bit of offense too, I suppose. Alright, that's great. 8 minutes left, so as long as we don't get farmed by this trash, very easy upgrade.
Marked by lightning.
AMS makes me feel like magic bosses aren't nearly as threatening. That's correct, yeah. I was using the Mechagon Cogwheel Trinket from the twin bosses on Jailer, and the projectile would fall through the floor, the holes in the room. Oh, that's funny. You're talking about the car or whatever? Wait, these guys can't be gripped? I never even tried, I guess. Mastery also affects physical damage via the talent Bloodshot. Sure, yeah. Alright, so we'll kill this one, but let's drag these back here so people can line of sight. And trying to, it seems, so I guess we shouldn't bother, but it does seem like a good choice. It just takes them so long to get back there.
Marked by lightning.
Lieutenant Spider, they're in charge of a whole squad. Captain Eight Legs. Oh, that's not good. Ran right into that. Yeah, technically you can line of sight this. To be actively doing it though. Good luck on your key. Alright, see man. Alright, easy mode. Nope. Wrong direction.
The darkness, it flows within me. Shadow Moon cannot be defeated.
GG tank trolling hat. You have all the time you need? Not quite. If everybody dies, then we're gonna have a long fight ahead of us. This is one of the easiest fights to solo in the game for Blood DK though. It's the real penalty is the ads, and you can just AMS every set of the ads.
Beware. Army of the dead, arise.
Again, these guys are doing the kill the hardest one every time strat. I don't know about this. Now you can port to Shadow Moon. Oh yeah, that's true. We're gonna get the portal. I always kill middle. Yeah, we talked about this yesterday, but somebody said it's hard to tell which one the middle is, so they don't do that. I'm like, okay. Online, that's correct. Yep. Gotta be online to do a World like Warcraft Mythic Plus. Trust me, I've tried otherwise. Marvin, welcome. How's it going, buddy? Yeah, see, that's a much better one. The second one out is a better one. The middle one is the one in the middle, right? But there's not a middle one because there's 8 or something like that. Yeah, you see, there's 2 middle ones. Middle requires an odd number. Try to bait the frontal. Nope, didn't happen.
Army of the dead, arise.
Big brain strat, kill both middle ones. Then you'll have a big, you can drive a fucking truck through that, right? That'd be great. Will you check your portal just for fun? No. How would that be fun?
The elements answer to me.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
Where's my key now?
Beware.
Oh, court. Who's choosing these though? I just don't get it. We got really lucky there. That was just on the Warlock, I guess. Starting a bit late on during lunch break. Wanted to watch your first 20, yeah. Well, you watched it. It's here. This is it. This is it. First 20 upgraded. It's obviously one of the easiest keys like ever. So this group probably can't do many others right now, but I think it starts to even out. The damage of the mobs was much higher than I expected it to be. We did it just on 19 yesterday, and it was like a laugher, but this was way harder today on the 20. GG, it's not over yet. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. You never... Okay, it's over. It's over. And we got gear, but we don't need that gear. Very good. I'm congratulating myself. Pat, pat, pat on the back.